Greetings, minions, survivalists, and fellow gamers. This is Silverblade, in the dark, playing 7 Days to Die, Alpha 16.4, and this is episode number 96. Let me write that down. And things will look a little different here because we're going back to my side game. Just so you know, the overhead light wasn't working. The switchboard is just kind of wonky. So I decided, screw it. We're just going to do it in the dark. So anyways, this is my side game I've been playing. This is where I've been testing out the design for the base. And kind of revisiting this for those of you who may not have seen the episode where I had done this base. Well, a similarity to this base, and then I rebuilt it in a side game basically the way it's supposed to be. And this is ideally what I like my base in the main run of the series to look like. So as you can see here, nice upper deck, has railings. Let me kick into God mode here. Let's see if I can remember how. Okay, that's not the button for it. What did I do wrong? There we go. So, as you can see, it's very castle-like. We have the entrance here for one of the 4 chutes where the zombies can get up in there and get zapidated. I have a trench along in here with an electrical wire. Now, these are set right now so that they're always on, and they're supposed to be triggered by a motion sensor, but they run up inside here. Shocking. But let's see, can I clip? No, I can't clip. Okay. Basically, they run to just under here. Let's see if I can get you a better angle here. Behind the hatch door is where the post is, and the post is laying horizontal, so that I can attach one end of it to over here, and then from over here to over there. And that's at the furthest extent of the reach of the cables, because it can only go so many blocks. So that's covering that, and if they do happen to manage to get across this, there's a brief little wire there, but usually they don't get up in there. So I got it rigged up with a light so that, you know, there's a light here, right there, and then also inside, so that if a zombie comes in reach of the motion sensor there, not only does it trigger the light, but it also activates power to these electric fence lines. Right now, they're depowered. They only have power when a zombie is in the field of vision of the motion sensor. It saves electricity for up here, where I have 4 solar panels and 4 battery banks. Each of these operates one side. So this bank right here and this battery bank here runs this side of the base. This side here runs this side, etc. We'll go inside here. Let's see. Now the layout in here is familiar pretty much to what my base is like in the usual run of the game, except ceiling is a little bit higher in here. I do have these lights. Let's see, yeah, to kind of light up the room a little bit, give it some ambiance. But yeah, there's that. But the battery bank from the roof, or let's see, solar power to the battery bank to charge them during the day. From the battery bank for night runs to this switch. Switches don't cost you energy. Regular relays, I think, cost you like 5 watts per relay. Doesn't cost you nothing to connect it to a switch. I have a timer relay set so at night the lights will automatically kick on at 2200 hours and turn off at 0400. So the outdoor and indoor lights are all run off of these timed relays. They also don't take cost you electricity. So from these switches, they go to several places. And let's see if we can get down here. So one goes from the switch to these switches. Now these switches here actually throw power out to the outer perimeter trench fences, electric fences. So that's what those are for. Now the nice thing about switches is they have these green lights on them, so that if there's a break in continuity, say this line from up top to here is cut out, they'll turn red. So you can see if there's a break in your electrical circuit. Also, you can manually shut off sections of the base. See how the light went out there? So if you need to do maintenance on something and don't want to get electrocuted, you can cut power to specific areas of the base. So that's one degree of where it goes to. Now the next goes from the switch to the motion sensor, and then it branches off from the motion sensor to this light, the siren, and then it comes down into here to that switch there. Or actually no, it goes to this switch here. From this switch it goes to this set of electrical poles, which goes across the shooting gallery, the shooting line, the cattle chute, to electrify that area. I also have power coming into this switch. Let's see. It also goes, see, from the timed relay to this light. So there is light in here. But I also have it going from this switch to this switch, and then from here it actually goes down to this for the corners. And it's like that all the way around the base. So we'll take off again. So it does a really effective job of warding off zombies. And of course I haven't got a underground tunnel built yet, but it gets the job done. And eventually I will have a tunnel and I won't need these steps. And of course this is my farm set up here. I believe it's 12 rows, 10 long, for 120 total crops, and a box for seeds and all that stuff. So this is ideally the rough layout of what my base in the regular series of the game will become. There's going to be some slight differences, partly because of the height. I got the height wrong. I might do something different with these corners. Instead of having this little bite taken out, have it fully come out to like here. And but I'll try getting the trenches in. As you can see, the zombies had come just before I started recording, and they met an untimely fate. but yeah, I'm pretty proud of it. It works out pretty damn good. And I haven't really been playing this all that much, so not a whole lot has changed since the last time I showed this particular run of the game that I'm doing. Last time I didn't have the trenches in, and that took a considerable amount of work, especially these corners, trying to fit it in, because let's see, show you here. The trick of it is to get the post in, the electric fence post in, and cover it up, and then to make room for the hatches. Now the hatches are there primarily so I can shut off power, get inside the trench here, And well, I ain't gonna go in there because it'll electrify me. It won't kill me, but it's annoying. But I can get in there, open the hatch, reconnect a wire if a wire gets undone or something, and I can take care of that. And the same way down here and etc. But yeah, I had to build this. Back wall is here, and then I had the electric fence post a block down from here, but set horizontally and then across the two tips like that. So works out pretty well. It keeps the zombies from beating on the walls here on the corner, which is kind of the weak spot on the base. But that doesn't stop them from getting up in here. Now, see, I can walk in here and not get electrocuted, because I have the motion sensor set to only get triggered when zombies are in the way. So let's do a little test so I can demonstrate the power of this fully operational battle station. So let's see what. That's not it. Aha. Okay. Let's spawn. Come on, Arlene. Come on, ladies. You know you want it. Come on in. Yeah. All right. So as you can see, this is just a glitch zombie here, but the purpose of the electric fence is not just that it's a defensive position where it actually does damage to zombies, but it holds them in place. Ideally, so you can get a perfect lineup for a headshot on them. You can do it from above, you can do it from that room in there. It's usually better actually to do it from above, because if you walk out here like this, they want to be directly either on top of you or underneath you, because that's to the way the game thinks, that's the closest way to get to you. So they're not going to venture from underneath me to this wall here. So I can actually lead them around and try to maybe move the damage that they would cause around the base, or even make it so they can't touch the base at all, and I could just pop heads like zits all day. So that's the idea, and it works remarkably well. And also, if I can't get to a zombie in time, they're taking damage the whole time that they're glowing, you know, that they're lit up with electricity. So it does my job for me, but it does it slower than spikes and barbed wire. The barbed wire is in here to slow their movement even more, but it's a slower damage because I want to get maximum XP, maximum loot, and you can't get XP or kill credit from passive kills. So landmines, spike traps, turrets, electrical defenses, or the blade traps, or any of that, they will not. The zombies will not give you kill credit if those things kill the zombies. You have to kill them yourself, whether with throwing a pipe bomb, shooting them in the head, clubbing them, slashing at them. You have to physically do something to kill the zombies to get kill credit and the experience from it. So I want them to take damage slowly in a controlled way so I can line up the headshot. Now, obviously my shooting was absolute garbage there, but it was just for demonstration purposes. Alright, this episode's going to be a little bit short, I'm thinking, because one, there isn't much else to show on here. Two, I am absolutely doggone tired. It's been a hell of a week for me. Just physically, mentally draining. This is something I mentioned in comments to Pamela and Callus, I believe, this past week. And it comes down to the topic of the new video card. So here's the thing. Let me light this up a little bit. There we go. So now you can see me on camera. The federal government has it set so that you can only do a maximum of 6 transfers to a savings account in 1 month. There's no such limitation on a checking account. So I've had a PayPal account, I think since 2003, 2004, and it was tied to my savings account. Now I have had money in several different areas, and part of that was going to and from Bitcoin, and I exceeded my 6 transaction limit. I didn't even know that there was this limit in place, and I exceeded it with Coinbase and whatnot. So on the 16th or 17th, the game the Deadpool game was set to be taken off of Steam. It'd still be support, but they wouldn't be selling it anymore. And I wanted to get that game. It's been in my wish list forever, and it was on sale for $12. I'm like, awesome! I got the money's in the bank, so I went ahead and purchased the game through Steam, which takes money out from my PayPal, which then takes money out from my bank, because I don't keep money in my PayPal for very long. All seemed well and good till the bank rejected the transfer of money from my account to PayPal, putting me in a negative balance. I hate negative balances. I always make sure that if I'm buying something, I already got the money to pay it outright. I hate borrowing money or doing it on credit. It's either I have the cash or I don't get it. It's that simple. So anyway, had troubles with that. PayPal, they tried taking it from the money from my account twice. Then they figured, well, there's something wrong with the bank. We're going to wipe out the listing for Silverblade's savings account from our records and force him to redo it. So at this time, I'm still not knowing about the federal regulation about 6 transfers a month. So I set it up again using my savings account number. Tried sending the money. PayPal does it again. The bank does it again. And I'm frustrated as hell because Black Friday is coming up quick, and I'm really wanting to get the sale for the video card. So I called my bank to get things figured out, what's going on, because not only did PayPal go through and try to take money again, as they should, because that's what I wanted them to do, to verify the account, they send microtransactions of a few cents to the account, and then they withdraw it back, they're supposed to verify that the route of transfers is good. They sent me the money in 2 little transactions, like 18 cents or something. Try to pull it out, the bank denies it. So money can go in, it just can't go out. It's like Hotel California. You can check in anytime you like, but you can never leave. So it verifies my account. They can't get their money back. I got free money out of this, which really chased me because I ain't supposed to have this 18 cents or whatever, at least in my mind. So I call up the bank and they tell me about the regulation thing. And I'm just like, oh my God. So I went to the bank, transferred my money from the savings into the checking account. And I went on PayPal, set them up with my checking account number. They sent the microtransactions. They were able to withdraw that back. I verified the account. Everything should be good, right? Nope, I was in a negative balance still. So I send the money to put it back in the black, and it's waiting. It's supposed to be taken care of by next Wednesday, which would be, well, by the time you're watching this, it's probably 2 days from now. So I'm like, all right, the money is on its way. Fine. It's Friday, Black Friday, and I'm thinking, you know what? It's 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm not seeing a discount on this damn video card that I've been wanting since May. So I got impatient and tried to make a purchase of the video card as well as a couple cans of canned air so I can dust the inside of my computer when I get the video card. And that's when I get the notice going through Newegg from PayPal, unable to transfer the funds. There's some problem. So I look up what it is on Google, did a Google search of the exact phrase, and other people had the same problem, and some people were able to solve it by re-verifying their phone number. I did that, tried to do the transfer again, same problem, it didn't fix it. At this point, I'm just about ready to lose my shit. I've been having shit sleep, I've been having sinus congestion, and it's been screwing that up. I've also had an extremely full belly, so the tryptophan's been kicking in, and then when I go to sleep, I'm cramped up, can't sleep really good. I'm already pissed off. I call PayPal. I'm asking them as polite as I can, what's going on? How can I make things right so I can actually purchase the video card that I have been saving up for since May? Everything's ready, good to go. And they says, well, you have a negative balance and we cannot permit transfers until that is taken care of, which will be Wednesday, November 29th. So I'm like, all right, this sucks. Thanked the lady for her time, told her to have a good day, and that's that. So basically what it boils down to is, don't set up a PayPal account or a wallet account of any kind with payment processors or what have you with your savings account if you do more than 6 transfers a month. Lesson learned. But the main thing I'm really pissed at is the freaking government, because what is it their business really that I do more than 6 transfers from my savings account? It's my account, it's my money. Why do they have to have a say? And this is supposedly a regulation that goes back over 20 years. So how it applies to today, whatever. In any case, I'll be doing it from my checking account. Chances are pretty good that I'll get it by Wednesday. But unfortunately, it might mean I'm not going to get the discount that I was really hoping for. But at this point, I really don't care. I'll pay the $769.99 for the damn thing, and the $14 for the canned air, 2 things of canned air. I got the cash for it. I'm done waiting. You know, my patience is worn a little past thin with banks and all that crud. Yeah, I got no more space in here. But yeah, I'm gonna get it. It's just gonna take longer than I was hoping for. What I do plan on doing, I gotta get some wood. What I do plan on doing is making a special video that basically the idea behind it is I'm going to do like oops. This is why I can't game and talk at the same time sometimes. What I plan on doing is a video where I show a comparison, and it's the solar panels kicking in. I'll do a comparison of my current video card, which is a GTX 760 by Zotac. What the stats are in game, in games that I play. So 7 days a die. Right now it's hovering about 25, 27 frames per second, just to show this. And it changes. I also have a limiter on this, so it'll max out at 30 and no more. But in the comparison, you know, I'll play a couple games and show the frame rates, and then I'll do benchmarking software like the Heaven benchmark, as well as I think the Firestorm one, and show what the playable stats are, and then the hardline stats, which would be the benchmarks, to show what the bottom and top capabilities of a $129 budget card from 2 years ago can do, what my computer currently can do. I'll then do a render of videos and how long it takes to render videos of a certain amount of time. And then I'll show what this card is capable of doing in mining Bitcoin, and what the hash rate for that, how much money I can expect just with this old card. And then once I got that recorded, I will then take out this card, put in the new one, the GTX 1080 Ti from MSI. I'll put that in this computer and do the exact same things again, showing the performance difference in the frame rates in the games that I play, the performance in the benchmarking tests, the performance in rendering the same videos that I rendered in the previous set with the 760, to show a time difference, and then how well it will mine Bitcoin. Now, the reason for this is not just to be like, you know, this is a performance testing. It's so that people like you who may be brand new to gaming, or brand new to making YouTube videos, or just curious, will know what the difference is between a budget and a very high-end card. Now, like I said, the 760 I got cost me $129 2 years ago, almost 2 years to the day, actually. The GTX 1080 Ti is a brand new card. See, the 760 was actually on its way out at the time that I bought it, and I think it's sold out now. It's still a good card, but it's sold out now. And I think that the more middle-of-the-road standard is like 960s, 980s, you know, somewhere in that range. Even the 1060s, 1050s are kind of mid-range now. But the 1080 Ti is top of the line. It's the creme de la creme, pretty much. And so drawing a comparison between the two can show you, okay, well, I could spend this much and I'm going to get this type of gaming performance. Silverblade, he can play games fairly well with this budget card he got a couple years ago. Cost him this much. I'm on a budget. I can afford this and expect this kind of performance. Or I'm a baller and I got a lot of money. I can shell out whatever I want for a video card, so I'm going to go for this, and this is the performance I should be expecting thereabouts for a performance card, so you can kind of see the difference between the two. So it's not just to show off things and for me to just sit there going, big booms, fast frames, you know. It's not really all about that. It's so that anybody can kind of draw a comparison if they're looking to get a video card for a build to play games like this, and or to mine Bitcoin or to render videos. You can see what might work for you, or whether you should save up and go big. And yeah, I am a little bit proud of the fact I can afford a big card like that, whereas normally I can't. So I just figured give you guys a heads up on that, give you a heads up on why I don't have the card yet. I'm hoping to get it by the next weekend, which means if I get it the next weekend, my next videos might be recorded with it, which I'm looking forward to, you know. So there's that. Now the last announcement I have to make, and I'm sorry this episode isn't like so full of action and stuff and showing off stuff, but Monday's episode generally is kind of like a channel update episode, as well as what goes on out here. As I said, I am deadbeat tired. Crap sleep, been doing a lot of work off a computer, and I might be late on some episodes this week. I'm just doing this episode tonight, maybe one more, I don't know. I might not make it for that, but I might do one more episode, and then I'm going to bed. And then I'm going to wake up, render, upload 1 or 2 episodes I make tonight, and then I'll do the rest of the week's episodes like tomorrow night. I can't do them during the day because just way too much noise. This new microphone, which you can actually see now, thank you Leo and Pamela Goodman. I'm recording with this now, as you can see, and it's very, very sensitive. I mean, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's sensitive, so I have to be very careful about the noise conditions that I'm playing in to use it, which is fine by me, actually. Which is leading me to other things I'm going to have to start shopping for in the future, like sound dampening foam to keep the echo down, and also dampen fan noise from my computer case, which shouldn't be too big of a deal with a new video card. But anyways, that's for another time. And I'm freezing again. But anyways, I hope this episode not only got to show you what to kind of look forward to with my base in this season. I've already shown it before, but for those of you guys that joined in a little late and missed that episode, this is the concepts behind it and what you should hopefully expect to see, and maybe gives you some ideas. I'm already making improvements on it up in here and in the other game, as well as mistakes, but that's a whole other thing. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and putting up with my blah 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 and not much gaming action. Again, Monday's episodes are generally like an update episode and trying to get in gaming action as well. But yeah, some of you guys don't follow me on Twitter, so this is how I get you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do check out the links in the description box below, which has my Twitter link in it, as well as Gab, Patreon, and Minds, I think, is in there too. Because I post every episode that comes out. It goes on my Twitter feed. I also have to manually put it up on Patreon, Gab, and Minds. So if you're following me on those platforms, you'll see me, see my episodes on there. I really need to get 50 subscribers on VidMe, because this new Adpocalypse, they say it's 2.0, it's actually like 3.0. Totally boning things on YouTube. Now I've had, since September 1st, I have totally turned off ads on my channel. Totally demonetized myself preemptively. So I want to put my videos up on VidMe at some point, because I don't think YouTube's going to last much longer if it keeps up with this mindless bullshit. So be sure to follow me on there. All the links are down below in the description box. I'm rambling on because I am absolutely... So, anyways, thanks for watching, and until next time, see you later.